Hello everyone and welcome for the video session of subject mineral dredging of 6th semester mining engineering student. So here I am Ghanshyam Dhurwa, lecturer in mining engineering from Government Polytechnic Jajpur, and here we are discussing the topic magnetic separation for the subject. So before going to the presentation, let us discuss something. In mineral dredging or ore dredging, there are several type of separation method like combination, like sizing, tabling, jigging, fourth flotation, so and etc. So among them, magnetic separation is one of them. So generally, what is magnetic separation? Let us take small example. So let us take small amount of sand and small amount of iron filings mix together and take a magnet and move around the mixture. So let us see what happen. All the magnetic particles, that is our iron filings, attracted by the magnet and stick to them. So what happen? The separation of magnetic and non-magnetic particles, that is happen. So this is basically known magnetic separation. So let us come to our slide and let's go to our slide. So here first we go to the content. Here content, what is this? First it introduction. Here introduction, we are going to study basically what is the definition or definition of the magnetic separation, what are the magnetic mineral and what are the definition of the magnetic minerals. Then come to the factor, what are the factor is to design for a magnetic separator. That means what are the factor we consider for designing a magnetic separator. Then come to the types of magnetic separation. That means here what are the types of magnetic separation adopted that to be considered for magnetic separation method. Then come to the working principle. Then then different type of separator we are using. So what are the working principle of the separator. Then in last, the application and uses of magnetic separation. That means where we can apply the magnetic separation and where in different industry we can use the magnetic separation. So that each we will discuss. So let's come to the introduction part. First, in introduction, earlier I said what is generally magnetic separation. The process that is used to separate magnetic mineral and non-magnetic gangue mineral by the help of magnetic separator. So here what is this? The technique that is used, any kind of setup that is by magnet or any kind of magnetic separator. By that separator we can separate magnetic mineral and non-magnetic mineral. That is basically known as magnetic separation. Such example, in an iron ore we can separate the magnetic mineral, that is magnetite, and the non-magnetic mineral, that is quartz, or any magnetic contaminants. The next, the most metallic mineral having magnetic properties, they are attracted by the magnet having specific attractability. So here not all mineral, most of the mineral are having specific attractability and magnetic properties. So basing on the degree of attractability, mineral can be classified. So what are the mineral having attractability? On their basis of the magnetic mineral can be classified. There are basically three type of magnetic mineral. So one is ferromagnetic, the another one is paramagnetic, and the last one is diamagnetic. So let us come to the ferromagnetic. What is ferromagnetic? Ferromagnetic mineral which are strongly attracted by magnet. Such mineral are magnetite or magnetic pyrite. So the mineral which is strongly attracted to the magnet, that is basically known as ferromagnetic mineral. Such example are magnetite or other magnetite mineral, magnetic pyrite also. Then second is paramagnetic. So those who are attracted strongly, that is called ferromagnetic. When it comes to the weakly part, these are the mineral which are weakly attracted by the magnet, that is known as paramagnetic mineral. So those mineral which are weakly attracted. Such example are ilmenite, hematite, garnet, etc. Then third one is our diamagnetic mineral such as quartz, calcite, and many other and practically non-magnetic, that also may be non-magnetic, may even be diamagnetic mineral. So what is this? Quartz, calcite and non-magnetic, other non-magnetic mineral, that is known as diamagnetic mineral. So that come to the another part. Then here the factor in designing magnetic separator. What are the factor to be considered for designing a magnetic separator? First, in production of suitably converging magnetic field. What that means? Converging magnetic field. The line of parallel mean the production of suitably parallel lines of magnetic field. Second, even feeding of ore particle as a stream or seed. That means the ore particle may be feeding from stream or seed. Then third one is control of speed of passage of ore. The feed may be we can control the passage. The whatever feeding is, the percentage of feeding, it may be controlled. Then fourth one is avoidance of non-magnetic material within the magnetic field as blockage. That means we can avoid the blockage. How to how the magnetic material within the magnetic field we can avoid. Then provision of suitable means for disposing the separate product. Basically the product and the tailings that may be separately discharged. So we require to give provision for separate discharging. Then provision for production of middling. What is basically middlings? Middling is a things that maybe we can call that is paramagnetic, that is weakly attracted by the magnet, that is called middlings. So then next one, seventh number one is elimination or reduction to a minimum moving wearing parts. So here what we can do, we can eliminate or reduce the minimum moving part. Then easy regulation of magnetic field. Obviously we can easily regulate the magnetic field intensity. Next, come to the next slide. That is the type of magnetic separation we can use. Basically what are the types of magnetic separation we can use? So depending on the magnitude or magnetic flux density, magnetic separation can be classified as follows. What are they? First one is low intensity magnetic separation. Second one is high intensity magnetic separation. So depending on the magnitude and the magnetic flux, it can be classified in two types. First one is low intensity magnetic separation. Second one is high intensity magnetic separator. The next is further subdivision within the group is possibly depending on the medium of separation is called. Then what medium we can separate, that may be further subdivided. So it may be dry magnetic separation or it may be wet magnetic separation. That means you can use in dry condition or we can use in wet condition also. So let the working principle, first types, that is low intensity dry magnetic separation. What are the working principle? Basically we can show in figure. Here in figure we see that this is basically a feeding hopper. This is a conveyor, one conveyor which mount in two magnetic roller, and there are two basically collecting box. So here what happened, the powder ore or that is known as concentrated ore that feed from the feeding hopper then passes to the belt conveyor, which is continuously running on the two roller. Among the two roller, one roller is magnetic roller. So when the ore which is passes from the feeding hopper, that comes under the contact of the magnetic roller, what happen, the magnetic particle that are stick to the roller, and whatever the non-magnetic particles, that is by gravity, its own gravity, that directly flow to the non-magnetic box. So the particles which are magnetic properties, they are stick to the roller. When the roller pass, the magnetic intensity is 0. That at that point the concentrated is discharged in magnetic pump box. So basically this is the figure where we can particularly know. So let discuss. First point, the magnetic separator having wall belt conveyor which is continuously running on two wheels one of the wheel is magnetic or nature. Earlier I am saying that basically this is a belt conveyor, these are the two rollers, and it is mounted in a belt conveyor which is continuously running, and among them one is a magnetic roller. Then second is the processing material enter the top of the hopper, then passes to the conveyor belt. So this is a hopper, the powder ore or that is called concentrate ore passes to the hopper, enter to the hopper and passes to the belt conveyor. Then go to next. Third point is, since one wheel is magnetic and ore flow across the surface of the wheel, the rotary wheel in the magnetic field capture the magnetic particles, whereas non-magnetic falls free from the wheel into the clean material flow by the gravity. Since the one wheel is magnetic, then what happens? All the magnetic particles stick to the magnetic roller, and whatever the non-magnetic particles, they are directly by gravity separate. So here both are separated. Then as the wheels rotates, the magnetic particles so captured and carried past the wheel and released outside the wheel. Earlier I am said at the magnetic field here is 0, so it just leave the wheel and enter to the magnetic box. So this is the working principle of low magnetic dry separator. Then come to the another separator, that is called Ball-Norton machine. So or it is also may be called low intensity wet magnetic separation. So here basically it consists of a two drum or you can say wheel. These are the two component compartment for compartment 1 and compartment 2. These are the three discharge point. B is the tailings discharge point, C is the middling discharge point, D is the concentrate or the wanting mineral, that is magnetic mineral discharge point. The water level should be maintained the given level that is given to here. So basically it consists of one or two rotating drum. In this drum a number of fixed magnets are present. So basically it is a machine which is consist of one or maybe two drum, and the number of fixing magnet, these are the magnet, fixed magnet are available present. Second point, the feed slurry from top, both high magnetic and weakly magnetic particles get stuck to the surface of the drum in first compartment, and while the non-magnetic particles are removed as the tailings. So whatever the high magnetic and weakly magnetic particles are available, they stick to the first drum, that is the first drum. So the slurry is fed from the top here, and when the slurries come and contact to the first drum, the weakly and highly magnetic particle, these are the magnet, so stick to the magnet, and whatever the non-magnetic particles, that is tailings, is present here, that directly discharge the point B, that is the discharge point for tailings. So whatever the weakly and highly magnetic particles, that only stick here. The next, both weakly and highly magnetic particles travel along the surface of the first drum, and from this place they are attracted by the magnet facing them in the second drum and shifted onto the surface of the second drum placed in the next compartment. So whatever the highly magnetic particles and weakly magnetic particles are stick here, they can be shifted to second compartment. After the magnet is there is another magnet in second compartment. So whatever the weakly and highly magnetic particles that are stick here, they can be transferred, or this magnet can be attracted them. So the all particles move to the second compartment. The next, as the magnetic field strength is low in second compartment, only strong magnetic particles stick to the surface and get collected as a concentrate at D. The weakly magnetic particles are collected as middling at C. So this is the low magnet. This compartment having low magnet. So those high magnetic intensity minerals are stick to the around the drum, and whatever the weakly magnetic particles that is middling is discharged this point C. So whatever the concentrated particles that stick to the drum, that can be discharged in D point, that is the concentrated discharge point or magnetic discharge point. So next come to the another type, that is Ding's high intensity induced role separator. So let us see, this is basically a feeding hopper, this is a magnetic coil, this is a pole, there are two number of pole, there are two induced roll, first and second one. There was a bridge bar, there was a iron bridge bar. So what happened here, the raw material it feed from this point, feeding hopper, this when come to the contact of the first induced roller, what happened, the induced roller separate two product. One product that is weakly magnetic and tailings, that is separated, passes to this passage, and the concentrated particles, these are the highly magnetic particles that come under this point, the discharge point. And when the weakly particles and tailings come the contact of the another induced roller, what happened there also the weakly magnetic particles are stick to the roller, and that separated the second magnetic particles and non-magnetic product. So this is basically the Ding's high intensity induced roller. What is it? May consist a horseshoe magnet, that is A, and an iron keeper D facing the magnet A. This is the iron keeper or bridge bar facing the A. Two rolls, one opposite each prime pole. These are the two poles, then two rollers are opposite to the pole. The slurry is fed from the top. As the ore particle pass over a roll, the highly magnetic particles are drawn onto the induced roller, and they fall down only when they are at position where the magnetic strength of the adjoining secondary. Already I discussed this. Ki feed from the top. So when the ore is contact under the first induced roller, what happen? The roller is separated two product. First magnetic field, what is the mainly concentrated ore or highly magnetic particles that separated to the tailings and the weakly materials. Then come under to the second, then the weakly particles and the tailings when goes onto the bottom, there was another induced roller where then also they separated weakly particles and non-magnetic particles. Then whereas the weakly magnetic particles and tailings material fall down and get contact with the another induced roller, already discussed, the tailings material and the weakly particles got contact under the another induced roller, and there where the weakly magnetic particles are separated or attracted by the roller and separated the magnetic and non-magnetic particles in through different discharge point. There are two discharge point, one is for non-magnetic product, another for second magnetic product, that is weakly magnetic product discharge point. So let come to our last point, that is application and uses of magnetic separation. So basically what are the application or where we can apply, or where we can use the magnetic separation, ideally suited for the following application. First application is for removal of gangue iron ore in coarse or intermediate crushing circuit as a protection to the crushing machinery. To protect the crushing machinery, we can use to remove the gangue ore. Whatever the tailings material is available, we can use the gangue ore to remove. Second, to concentrate magnetic ore. So first, what is concentrate? Concentrate is the powdery form of the wanting mineral, the magnetic mineral. So here we concentrate the magnetic ore. Then third is to concentrate ore other than magnetite, such as concentrating metallic mineral like hematite, limonite, manganese ore, ilmenite, chromite, etc. So we can use also, the application also in concentrate ore other than magnetite, such concentrated mineral are hematite, limonite, manganese, or ilmenite, chromite, etc. You may also use in different other mineral also, etc. So fourth point, to remove small quantity of iron or iron mineral from the ceramic raw material. We apply also in ceramic material. So to remove small quantity, whatever the small quantity of iron mineral present in ceramic raw material, that also we can use in remove for the process. So what are the mineral? That is non-metallic ore like quartz, feldspar, nepheline ore, kaolin, silica, etc. by eliminating feeble magnet ferrous contaminant. So these are the mineral, that is quartz, feldspar, nepheline ore, kaolin, silica. We can eliminate it by the magnetic separation process. Then where to use? It is widely used in following industry. This following industry, whatever we discuss, we can use the magnetic separation method or the magnetic separation. First industry which is used glass, we can use in ceramic industry, we can use in chemical industry, we can use in fertilizer industry, we can use in plastic, food industry. Also we can use broadly, basically broadly we can use iron and steel slag treatment or iron industry. And also we can use reduced pyrite ash separation. Also we can use calcite ilmenite production, and also we can use metal production, and other etc. also maybe you can use. So basically these are the whole things we are discussing, the separation and magnetic separation. Basically we are study in first half the introduction part, what is magnetic separation, what are the main type of magnetic mineral, then what are the application, in lastly we can study, then secondly the working principle of different type of magnetic separation which is used in daily day by day in mineral industry, that also we can use. These are the application and uses the magnetic separation. Then come to the these are the some assignment that may be come to your semester exam, this is for your final exam, it may become. So this is the same assignment, define magnetic separation. This is a basically short type of question. What is the paramagnetic, ferromagnetic and diamagnetic mineral? This also a short question, 2 marks question. Then state a factor to be considered for designing magnetic separation. Then what are the factor to be considered for a magnetic separation, designing a magnetic separation? Then these are the this is the 5 mark question. Then with neat sketch, explain low intensity magnetic separation. In sketch, you may explain the low intensity magnetic separation, what earlier we are discuss. It may become for 10 mark question. Then state application and uses of magnetic separation. What is the generally application and uses of the magnetic separation? Just now we discuss. Then describe working of Ball-Norton separator. What is the working? The Ball-Norton separator. Explain Ding's high intensity and roll separator. So here today I think we all are easily understood what is generally magnetic separation and how it is, what is the working principle and what is the application in different kind of industry, what are the industry may be. So thank you very much, and if you have any query, you can contact me on my given WhatsApp number, that is 9439383612. Thank you very much.
झीटीए तो माटी आम सामाजिक और पारिवारिक जीवनर मूल कथाटी सेमाने आगकू गले आगकू जीव संसार आम झील मैंने आ पुओंकठू पछरे नाहांती एबे तो बदली गलानी समय बदली गलानी जुग से झील मानकू आहुरी आगकू नहीं आत्मनिर्भरशील और स्वावलंबी करने ओडिशा सरकार सुदक्षा योजना रे सरकारी आईटीआई माध्यम संपूर्ण मागणारे जोगई देउछंती सबु प्रकार उत्कृष्ट मानर वैषयिक ज्ञान कौशलर तालीम। एबे आम झील रहिबे सबुठू आगरे सबुठू उपरे।
मु सफल, मु कुशली, मु सुदक्षा, आमे सुरक्षा।